Jai Hind. US shift stance on Russia-Ukraine war, a strategic realignment. In a significant shift, the United States has voted against a European-backed UN resolution that explicitly condemned Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Instead, Washington has also proposed an alternative resolution calling for an end to the war without naming Russia as the aggressor. Now, this unexpected move has also raised tensions between the US and its European allies, signaling a possible realignment in America's foreign policy strategy. Why is this a big deal? The UN resolution was drafted by European nations, reaffirming their firm stance against Russia. Now, the US also has historically aligned itself with Europe in condemning Russia's military actions, supporting Ukraine with military aid and also imposing sanctions on Moscow. However, this latest diplomatic maneuver suggests a shift in approach, perhaps in response to evolving domestic political pressures or a broader strategic recalibration in US foreign policy. Now, what are the global reactions and rising concerns? French President Emmanuel Macron has strongly opposed any compromise that would result in Ukraine's surrender. He has also cautioned Donald Trump that peace must not mean a surrender of Ukraine. Then, UK Prime Minister is also set to visit Kyiv, reinforcing Britain's unwavering support for Ukraine and its resistance against Russian aggression. Now, the European leaders, they view this US decision as certainly a diplomatic break from transatlantic unity, raising questions about future military and financial support for Ukraine. Britain and France are drawing up plans for a European reassurance force, perhaps including up to 30,000 troops that could deploy to Ukraine in the event of a peace deal. The idea, however, faces massive barriers, not least that a deal that both Zelensky and Putin could agree to sign seems highly unlikely. Now, what's behind the US shift? Certainly war fatigue and resources constraints. The prolonged war is straining US military aid and domestic priorities, potentially influencing a more neutral diplomatic approach. And second, the diplomatic strategy for peace talks. Some analysts suggest that the US might be positioning itself as a neutral broker to facilitate negotiations, even if it means less direct confrontation with Russia. Now, as geopolitical tensions rise, all eyes will certainly be on how NATO, European Union and the US Congress respond to this shift. With Ukraine still battling on the front lines, any changes in Western support could significantly impact the war's trajectory. Certainly, big changes are expected in March. I've even made a video on Iran and US next move towards Iran. So stay tuned till we break down these developing stories with in-depth analysis on geopolitical, military and strategic implications. Jai Hind and Jai Bharat.